These Facebook friends have put a lot of thought into every square metre of their family home. Combine a wife's design flair and a husband's green thumb, and what do you get? This spectacular rooftop garden. The manifestation of the passion that Ariane Prevost and Neil Garnett have put into its creation.
Sustainability was one of the reasons of using the roof, but the main reason, though, wasn't necessarily sustainability. It was if you have a house which needs a roof, you can't use a roof. So if you take the roof off or you make the roof flat, then you can actually use the space on the roof, and with that you can therefore entertain some sustainable things like the living green thermal blanket. It's a bit like an insulation. We've got 32 tonnes of soil up here on the roof.
Wow.
As well as the paving, and what we did was we used some drainage systems underneath so that all the water that actually comes through the garden is actually collected underneath on the concrete and falls through drains which we can collect underneath the house.
So Neil, you're the green thumb of the family. How do you use the space?
Well, I use it on 2 or 3 fronts. One is just food for the kitchen, and the other is just total enjoyment. To come out here in the mornings and read the paper amongst the plants and so on is just a joy.
And what vegetables have you got growing at the moment?
Well, we have all of the different herbs. We have cauliflowers. It's now winter, so we're now growing all the winter garden. What happens in a rooftop garden like this is that some plants grow, some don't. So we have a real policy of just pulling out things that don't work and putting things in that do.
That's part of the energy of creating sort of an eclectic garden, is being able to find things that work. Because we are a roof garden and the front facade, I wanted the garden to sort of hang and fall over the house. So the garden actually created some of the style and the look. But the whole idea is to be multi-purpose. So it looks beautiful, but it's also edible. It's also a joy. It is also sustainable, and it also creates the blanket that we actually... So it's multi-purpose. Everything in a house should be multi-purpose.
I just love this elevated view over the leafy suburbs. Being at tree-line level, it's a tranquil place to contemplate life, yet a dynamic, entertaining space at the same time. Luxury design meets functionality. So don't be disheartened. A lack of space is no barrier to creating a stylish and practical garden.